Hey, welcome back to my channel. Today, we're going to build a porch swing. So yeah, you can buy them. Sure, you can buy them. But, I figured why not look up a plan and do it yourself a little bit, and then I'll make some modifications to the stuff I like and what I don't like, because everything's got kind of something I don't really like with it. But this one I really like the base of it, so let's start with that first. So the base of it is really these 1x8 boards. These are just primed 1x8. I'm going to paint it, so it's okay for them to be primed. But otherwise, I would get like a premium wood for this because it's going to be exposed. So you don't want your knotty pine for this. But so these are 1x8s, and it's 77.5 by 39. And so that will fit a twin size mattress on the inside of this. And so if I just take these out real quick, these are going to be the supports for it. So these are all cut to 39 as well. But if you look at the inside of it, this is instead of a 2x4, this is a 1x3. It's just a little bit lighter, and besides, you don't want to see it hanging out the bottom because this is just a 2x4 and it's going to be ugly. It doesn't matter though, because it's going to be under a mattress, and I'm going to paint it. But then the sides over here, these are done with a 2x4. So this one I don't think I nailed it in. Maybe I did. I did not. So this is a 2x4, and so the reason I did that and I put a little gap here is because this is going to be where the eye bolts go through. And so because the eye bolts go through here, I wanted a little bit extra heavy dutiness on the sides here. So now that's there, and I have a 2x4 on each side, and it just boxed in. So you can see my long sides of my 77 are the outsides of it. The inside is the 39. So it'll end up being perfect. And then I'm going to put these in there, and they're all cut to 39. And I made them so they're nice and tight. I want them that way. So that way I can nail them down right that. And then these will be my supports for it. And I'm going to cut 8 of those and put them in here as well. This is okay to be knotty pine. You can see it's not great wood. It's just cheap Home Depot wood. But it's okay because it's going to be under a mattress. I'm just going to slide those in and space them out. And then the bottom of the frame is actually completed for it. And so that's really it of it. And then all I used 2.5-inch screws on the sides. So I could go through the 2x4 into the, basically through the 1x8, through the 2x4, into the 1x3. So now I have very sturdy frame for when people are going to sit on it. I did that all the way around. And then I went back through and I took my nail gun, because those are going to be easy to patch up. And I basically put 2-inch nails with a nail gun through the sides, into the 2x4, into the 1x3s, to make sure I have a really, really good solid base. And then I'll glue all these pieces down, nail them down, base is complete. So that's it. Then I moved on. And so basically what I'm doing is going to make, I'll show you really quick how I'm going to do this, is I'm making front rails and back rails. So if this was the front of it, I want some nice front rails for this. And so the front rails are going to be a little bit lower, but you want it so it's got, arm height. So you could put an armrest on it. And so I'm going to do this and nail a front rail on for each side like that. That's the front rail. Then this needs to have a back to it. So if that was the front and this is the back, same thing. I'm just going to make an L. I'm going to glue the L together, really, just like that. And I'm going to put nails in it to hold it in. So you have a back rail there. And then I'm going to put boards across the back to make it look a little fancier. And I'll put an arm rest that will go across this to make it look like you can rest your arms on it. So it'll be nice like that. And so I'll show you those things as I go. But that's really it. This costs, I went to Home Depot, picked up all the wood, picked up some of the nails, picked up stuff. Roughly going to be a $300 project if you build it yourself. You could probably buy one for $750. But if you want to customize it at all, or you just like doing this work like I do, this is the way to do it. Okay, so I put on the rails. I'll put all the dimensions in the description below. So I put on the rails, and basically these are all made with 1x3. So it's 1x3, 1x3 into an L, and then secured. And then the rail itself is a 1x3 as well. And then I went and I trimmed out the whole bottom. So I trimmed out the bottom with that. I trimmed out the sides with that. I basically made side rails as well, just to give it more strength and that sort of thing. So I made the side rails. And I put on the back the same way, using the same size lumber. It's not knotty pine, because you want to make sure it's nice. So it's not that. So it's more of a premium wood, but costs a little bit more, but it looks a lot nicer. And then I did a 1x4 across the top to give it a little bit more beef to it. And so prime the whole thing, because obviously you don't want to have raw wood, not have primer. I'm going to give it a very light sanding, and then I'm going to paint it black. And so that's where I'm at with it right now. And then I'm putting in some eye bolts that'll go through here. They'll go through the 2x4 at the bottom, and they'll go through there and over there. Put in some eye bolts. That will be how we hang it to the ceiling. So the ropes will be on the outside of the swing. Some people do a longer 2x4 and they put a hole right through the 2x4. I'm using eye bolts that are metal, and I think they'll last longer. And that's where we're at. Okay, so it's done. We made a porch swing, and we wanted it to have a twin size mattress. So like we said, we made a twin size mattress. This is just a white cover, waterproof cover that went over it that we got off of Amazon. But so we wanted to have a waterproof cover over it. We got a mattress off Amazon. The swing itself, besides the mattress and mattress cover, was about 300 materials, including the rope and the eye bolts that it's hanging from. And so this is jute 1-inch rope, and we wanted to make sure that it fit into a 1-inch eye bolt, and that's why we got this size rope for it. This has like 1,000-pound capacity or something like that. We anchored it in 4 times into the studs into the ceiling. And the other thing too is we're probably going to get black, cover for this as well, because obviously the white, it looks like it's not finished. So we're going to get that and get cushions for behind it so you can sit on it. And that's really it. I mean, the swing itself, $300 in wood materials and paint, and that's really it. It's not a hard project at all. We'll put a link in the description below of all the cutlass and the lumber that we got for it. You can do this. It's a pretty quick project. I did it over a few hours, like 3 nights, and then I painted it that weekend, and that was it. So if you're looking to build a porch swing, this is a really simple one to build. I think it's really nice. I like that it's elegant. It's not super fancy. I didn't want super fancy, and it works extremely well. And it's heavy duty, but it's not extremely heavy. Like some that are made with just 2x4s can get really heavy. So this one didn't get super heavy, and you can see it works really well. It swings, and that's it. If you're looking to build a porch swing for this summer, I might build another one just for fun on the other side to match this one. So subscribe to my channel. $300 porch swing. Here it is. They sell for anywhere between $7,000 and $1,000, usually without mattresses and things like that. The mattress itself, Amazon. I'll put in a link in the description below the one we got. It was like 75, 80 bucks. 5-inch mattress, so it's perfect for what this is. You're not sleeping on it, but you want it to be comfortable. So thank you. Subscribe to our channel. Super thanks is always welcome. And check it out.